Hello Internet, my name is the Golden Stalfos, and today I want to talk about the new Pokemon game and why it's bad. Now, first of all, I should probably preface that I'm probably not exactly the target customer for the new Pokemon games because I have standards and haven't buckled into buying the bad ones. Like, I haven't bought a new Pokemon game since Soul Silver because that was the last time they were good. I mean, over the years they've added and or tweaked a few things that tempted me to try it, but overall, what I've seen from the series is just not good. All the reviews, all of the everything is just yikes. So I'm sure Nintendo doesn't care that I'm not going to buy their game because I'm not the kind of person who mindlessly buys everything in the franchise. Because, you know. But let's go through the problems little by little. So, first of all, the name. It's Scarlet and Violet, which is unbelievably stupid on several counts. First of all, they've already done the whole red versus blue thing several times. And second of all, violet doesn't mean blue, it means purple, and purple is made out of red, you stupid fucks. I know they intended it to mean blue, because it often gets misunderstood that way, but it's not blue, it's purple. If you wanted to do red and blue again, you could have gone with Scarlet Indigo, or Cobalt Crimson, Crimson Cobalt, right? Or Vermilion Cerulean. I mean, those were the names of cities in Gen 1, so that might be confusing to some people, but it would still make more sense than this. Secondly, they're advertising this as the first open world Pokemon game, which just... Okay, first of all, Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus were both kind of open world. But second of all, Pokemon doesn't need to become an open world game. There are too many open world games in the world. We can stop now. We can make games with other game structures, please. It's starting to feel like 2010 when every fucking game that came out was a Call of Duty clone, and now every fucking game that comes out is a fucking Far Cry clone. Why? And look, I'm not saying that Pokemon is particularly unsuited to open world. I really like the Crystal Clear ROM hack. It's very fun, but I just, can you not make something good? Open world games aren't good anymore. They're overdone. Every fucking franchise is abandoning what it used to be in order to be more open world, and it sucks. It always sucks. Nintendo in particular has done this with no fewer than 4 titles at this point. Zelda, Mario, Kirby, and Pokemon. All just open world now. Deal with it. Why? I mean, Mario got to maintain a little bit of its structure, and, it still has the open worlds are segmented on a level map or whatever, but, there's still open world areas. And I think actually Kirby has done something similar. I haven't played it yet. But, it's not just Nintendo that's doing this. Elden Ring made Dark Souls open world at the expense of everything that made Dark Souls good. And Monster Hunter had a similar problem where they completely changed their level design to be more open and not have any load screens and shit in it. And there were many other problems with the changes they made to Monster Hunter World and beyond. But yeah, I'm just fucking tired of open world games. For the last 5-6 years now, everything has just had to become an open world game for no fucking reason. Part of the reason I played Zelda was because of its unique level structure and the fucking dungeons and shit, and that's just gone now. That they're just not doing that anymore. They just turned it into fucking Far Cry. Why? A huge part of the reason I fell in love with Dark Souls is because I liked the Metroidy level design. I liked how it was a bunch of twisting corridors that looped back on each other and you didn't have a map because you didn't need one because you could just see the space in your head because it's so well laid out. I liked the Pokemon was segmented into a bunch of individual areas where you knew the Pokemon were going to be at a specific level relevant to your level and you could catch them and stuff. Almost like there was a progression. I liked going through Mario Galaxy and getting stuck in on platforming challenges and, just linear sequences of the game and then leaving the world and coming back and it was a whole different sequence. Why can't games have unique level structures anymore? Why does everything have to be open world? I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. It's not fun. It stopped being fun 10 years ago. If it was something a couple of franchises were doing, if they just kept making Infamous for 8 games, and that was the only game that was doing open world, fine, sure. But that's not what happened. It's exhausting to have to fucking wander around the empty goddamn wasteland for 80 fucking hours in every fucking game. I hate it. I remember when games used to be allowed to do unique and interesting things. It just feels like that isn't the case anymore. I don't know why. It's not like we've never been here before. We've been in ruts like this before. You know, there was a long time when everything had to be a first person shooter and they all sucked and everyone hated it and complained about it for years until finally we got some other shit. And most of the reason that early sandbox games were popular is because they weren't fucking Call of Duty clones. Because everything on the market was Call of Duty, and then suddenly you got Skyrim, and you're like, oh fuck, thank God, something that isn't Call of Duty. You know, we're getting to the point where I would literally kill to play an arcade-style game where everything is a bunch of disconnected levels sorted on a fucking home screen, just to have something different structurally. And yeah, I don't have to play all the new open world games. I can go back and I can play old games that are actually good and actually have fucking level design. But, you know, I get bored playing the same things I've already beaten 20 times. I want to play something new. I want an actually playable Zelda game, please. I've beaten Ocarina and Twilight Princess a billion times now. I don't want to go back to them because there's nothing else in the market. I want something new and good. So yeah, fuck the open world games, fuck the new Pokemon. I also love how one of the evolved Pokemon is just a fucking pig. It's not even stylized or anything, it just looks like a pig. Like, okay guys, cool. I mean, we've had pig Pokemon before. We've had pig Pokemon in the starters before, but none of them just looked like a pig with nothing else going on. Come on. The other two are just furry bait, which I don't know if it's a good thing that they're playing into that, but whatever helps your budget, I guess. And yeah, overall not excited. Also, I know for a fact it's not going to be as good as Crystal Clear. I'm not dumb. I've seen Nintendo make games before, and I've seen them make overpromised games before, especially in Pokemon. It's not going to be good. It's going to be an open world game, and it's going to suck. And it's not going to be balanced. All the gyms are going to have this shit where it's all the same level because you could go to any of them in any order, so they have to be equally difficult. That's not how it works. You can have things scale, and also you can design a world in which things are set up in a linear fashion and just remove the gates. But no, they won't fucking do that. They're spineless and bad at game design. So yeah, absolutely not looking forward to this at all. Thanks, Nintendo. Another year where I can't get a new fucking Pokemon game. Guess I'll go back to ROM hacks. There are actually a lot of good ROM hacks out there. Two of my favorites are actually the ones that replace all the Pokemon with Dragon Ball characters and the one that replaces all the Pokemon with Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. Those are funny. I do wish more ROM hacks were made using the Generation 4 titles though, because the Gen 3 stuff just doesn't look as good, and you're losing out on some of the quality of life features and stuff, so like, eh. Well anyway, thank you all for watching, I'll see you in the next live. Don't buy Nintendo shitty products and instead support fan projects. Thank you, good night. Hey, Endcard here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, seriously though, please subscribe. I have like no subscribers. It's sad. If you want to find me on other social media stuff, you can do that at the Golden Stalfos on basically everything. Links to that are in the description, as well as to some charities I like but am obviously not affiliated with. I also have a Patreon if you like me so much that you want to give me money, though obviously only do that if you have money to burn, and if you do have money to burn, they're the charities I mentioned before. They probably need it more than I do. Mad ups to my girlfriend for doing all the editing for these videos. It's a really big help. Oh, and I occasionally stream on Twitch, so follow me there so you don't miss it. I don't have a formal schedule because when I tried to have a formal schedule, I couldn't keep to it, so oh well. Okay, thanks, bye!